what's up, members of the nation? We got another edition of Toilet Talk. Check it out. I got a special guest, I'd say in the building, but hey, we're on the net right now. Blasè, otherwise known as Matt Donohue. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going well, man. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. You know what? Thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Before we get started, I'm going to be a little bit of a fan. I got to admit, man, I subscribe to your YouTube page. And I love your music. The last couple releases that you've had are just, you're getting better and better and better. And I really enjoy watching your videos and listening to, like I said, man, the music is just on point, you know?
Right on, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the invite, man. I appreciate you letting me come on here and give you a piece of my mind.
There was one video you were talking about Messy Marv and his references to 6ix9ine. And it's like, man, just that whole scenario right there, I mean, fits in with 2020. It's a brand new world. Back in the day, something like that wouldn't fly. Not at all. And the way things are going now, the way society has changed, I know for me, it's a whole new world. How do you adapt to that in your music? Just the changes in general in the world.
Fuck, man, it's like initially with the Messy Marv thing, it wasn't. Messy Marv had this was when I first started making the music. Messy Marv, because I started following the Bay Area rap artists.
Mm-hmm.
So I was following Messy Marv at the time, and he posted something about a not 6ix9ine. It was the dude that snitched on the Romper Room guys, Mac Dre and all them, right?
Oh, okay.
And he was praising this guy. He was like calling him a real cat or something. And I'm like, man, how in the fuck? And I was blown away because I'm like, first of all, this guy is like a street rapper, a gangster rapper, whatever you want to fucking call it. So I figured like these people gotta stick to a fucking code, right? And so it made me start questioning people's actions. And you know, fast forward a couple years later,
Mm-hmm.
and now this fucking 6ix9ine, you know, he starts making music with cats, and it's the same fucking thing. Like these people, like Nicki Minaj was talking about making music with this dude, and then she started like talking about other rappers by saying that you guys aren't street. You know what I mean? Da 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 da. Well,
right.
Cats might not be street anymore. But that doesn't mean that you don't still view things the same way you did when you was running in the streets. It's like I can't adapt to certain stuff. It's like you know what, man? AWAX, there's a Bay Area rapper, and somebody asked him a question, and I think it had to do with Akon doing a song with 6ix9ine, and the homie, like AWAX will say, like I try not to like when people say belligerent shit on the internet, I don't really get involved with it because I feel like I can't win. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I want to get physical. I feel like this dude crossed the line. There's nothing I could do. You know what I mean? It's just like but he shot it. Yeah, it is. It's like, God, because then this dude could just sit here and say whatever, and it doesn't affect him. You know, these troll people could just, it obviously is just like a hustle for them to try to get under people's skin, and they do it. But the homie said, what did he say? Oh, he said, man, Akon only did 3 months in jail or whatever. He's not a convict. You know what I mean? And I felt that shit. And that's my view. You know what I mean? I obviously will not see eye to eye with people that are okay with other people condoning behavior that I'm not okay with. You know what I mean? But
right.
I mean, I feel like with my music, I just stay in my own little lane. You know what I mean? And I've gotten some people to reach out, and I've collabed with some cats that I feel like are real cats and view the game the way I still do, even though we're not in it. I mean, I told somebody, I can't remember when the other day, something about like, you can't be a rapper and a drug dealer at the same time, man, because as a musician or whatever, you want all the attention that you could possibly get. And when you're selling drugs, you don't want all the attention you could possibly get unless you're an ignorant drug dealer, which I have been. We grow up and get smarter. So
right.
it's a crazy game right now, man. It's just, I think, like I have a belief, man, that somewhere down along the line, it just became real popular to be a drug dealer or a criminal, that type of lifestyle. And then everybody started being able to be that. When once upon a time, it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Like you had to be somebody to be in that game. So
it's crazy you mentioned that, because I remember coming up, everything was low key, everything was quiet. And then the movie Colors busted out. And everybody wanted a part of something. And then I got to see not the genesis of rap, but I saw it become mainstream, come from the underground and then come up through MTV and all other kinds of venues and stuff like that. Kind of telling my age here, but I got to see I got to see all that stuff, and the culture shifted. I know in the Bay Area, man, before rap really hit big, you had a big metal scene out there, especially in the city. And then when rap started happening, you had a big scene in Hunters Point, all up in them areas. It was just the Bay Area. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all that.
Yeah. I mean, and your music to me, I love good storytellers. But when you sing, and there's another rapper I listen to as well, when you guys talk, it's you've been there. You could tell me what it smelled like. You could tell me what the sounds were. It's not just, it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? This new stuff, me personally, I just can't get into it. It's too heavy on the damn that electronic voice box, and everybody's saying the same thing. And like you said, it went from solid values. It went from knowledge is power, let's get out the ghetto, to all of a sudden, I want to gangbang, to my wife's going to be a stripper. And it's like, everything changed. And I got to see that. And it's crazy.
Yeah. It's a trip. It's you hit the nail on the head, man. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel like there's definitely been times when I've made the music and I was like, man, what do these people want to hear? But I feel like that's a mistake, man. If I try to make music, Lil Wayne, I read an article Lil Wayne did one time, and it'll forever stick to me, because Lil Wayne said that I don't make music because maybe somebody asked him about a song or something and whatever. He said, I don't make music for you. I make music for me. Because if I made music for you and I put it out there and it flopped, God, it's like a lose-lose situation for me. But if I make music for myself and I put it out there and you don't like it, I don't care, because I still fuck with it.
Right.
So I know that it's a matter of finding your own groove and making music that you relate to and staying in that lane. And the music that you speak of, that early Frisco, East Palo Alto type of that's my kind of music, man.
What artist influenced you? Who do you look up to as far as artists? What got you going,
God, man, I've been listening to freaking hip hop forever, man. I think that Eazy-E, was it Real Motherfucking G's, or one of them motherfucking cassettes, because it was definitely a cassette. Yeah. I went camping with a buddy of mine, man, and I brought two tapes. And one was Eazy-E and one was another cat, man. And I remember just listening to that fucking creeping through this cloud of smoke. It was like classics, man. And I fell in love with fucking that gangster style hip hop. And then it went, I remember in '89, a couple of my homies was messing with some broads from Vallejo, and they started talking about the clique, Mac Dre. Mac Dre will forever be the motherfucking man to me, man. I feel like Mac Dre is fuck. I don't know. I remember, bro, in 2004, this is how big in my mind Mac Dre was. I went to Utah in 2004. Mm-hmm. When I got arrested, and I was in the county jail in there, and I was talking to these fools about Mac Dre. And these fools didn't know who the fuck Mac Dre was, and I was like, what the fuck? Man, I figured the whole world knew this motherfucker, right? Because But Cool Nut, motherfucking Totally Insane, you know, direct from the back streets, man. Obviously Tupac, Biggie,
Dre Dog,
yeah. He's a new name now, though, right?
I think he went with his real name, Andre Nicotina.
Andre Nicotina. So
but he'll always be Dre Dog. Always.
Me too. You know what I mean? I remember while I was in the Fed, somebody asked me, you know who Andre Nicotina is? And I was like, nah. And he was like, said something about Chewy. And I was like, Dre Dog? He's like, yeah, but that's not his name no more. I was like, well, I don't know his new name. But I got on Jay-Z a little bit, like, especially when I was in the Feds, there was some of his songs, man. And I read his book, Decoded, that influenced a tremendous amount. Because I started writing heavily at the end of my Fed bid. Mm-hmm. And I got that decoded. And a lot of what he was talking about, man, would inspire thoughts of shit that I had been through. So, Lil Boozy, there's some cats that I mean, but like Mozzie, I started messing with Mozzie pretty tough. Filthy Rich, and I know they got their own little thing on right now, but Mac Dre, Tupac, man, Biggie, those are the big influences on my music.
In fact, I heard Tupac in I think it was your last release. You got a little bit of he's in there.
Oh man, Straight Ballin'. That's like one of my all-time favorite songs, man. That shit, you're holding that, you're shaking the dice. Now throw them if you can't stand pain. Better hold them, man. If that ain't life, bro, that to me is like the best freaking line I've ever heard in my life, because that's it. There's going to be a lot of pain, man. There's a lot of pain in life, man. And if you can't take that, you might as well not even play.
I like on No Apologies. It's a line, is went to hell and came back. He said he liked what he sees.
I'm too good at being bad.
That guy's a Catholic, but wild as a child. YouTube in itself is a whole new frontier. It really is. You know, you could start out with a phone and just evolve into whatever you want. What makes you different than the average Joe on YouTube? You know, just in your life, you had your struggles, you overcame your struggles, and you are where you are now. And not just your background, but I see the posts that you do in regards to family and things like that. How did you get there from that point? How can someone who's there right now looking at you saying, damn, how did he get there? How did you do it?
Fuck, man, it was an accident. You know what? And honest to God, man, I think I was out of the feds. So I was behind the walls from September of 2004 to January 2014, right? Mm-hmm. Then I got released into a halfway house. And fuck, bro, I did not know how to function. I was not prepared. And these motherfuckers gave me like a little paper direction. And mind you, I have a fucking brand new iPhone in my pocket that will walk you to wherever you need to go, fucking step by step. Hey, in 3 feet, turn right? But I didn't know about this. So I'm trying to follow these motherfucking directions, and I'm fucking flustered, right? And I was like, fuck this. I don't even want to try this. And I know because my parents passed away when I was in the feds, but I know that had my mom been alive, I would have called her and told her, you need to come get me and take me. I'm not going to do the halfway house thing, this and that. And, but instead, I think I called my sister. My sister put me on the phone with my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law said, man, type the fucking directions into your phone, bro, and you're going to get there. So I ended up going, right? Mm-hmm. And I roughed that little rough patch out. And then not long after I got home, man, I had a kid. I had my son. So in April of 2015. And I'm going to tell you, honest to God, man, I've laid in bed. To this day, I lay in bed sometimes and I'm like, man, I want to sell drugs. And it's like a comfort zone thing, I think, because you have to understand, my whole fucking life has been criminal activity. I mean, from my earliest memories, mm-hmm. as a young kid, we was taking trips to Folsom, San Quentin. It's like prison was a part of my DNA, and I don't just say that as a like a fucking like putting on a fancy T-shirt. It was life. So to come home and do something different, it's fucking hard, man. And even after 5 years, I still miss that because it's where I'm most comfortable at. But then I'll sit there and I'll think, man, like, how the fuck can I go a week, 2 weeks, months if I happen to catch another Fed case and get shipped to New York? You know what I mean? Wherever they decide to send you, I could possibly go 6 months, a year without seeing my fucking kids. And right. I think that the kids thing mainly is what's kept me grounded, man. And somebody had asked me before, like, when did you decide to change? I'm still the same person, man, but I just don't make the same decisions. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Right. I just put more value on the time that I get with my children than I do other shit. So I think that's what got me to the point where I'm at today.
Do you think with the kids, obviously they watch us, and I know I don't want my kids to go down anywhere close to a path that I went, same as you, you know, you just want the best for them. I know a lot of times, me as an example, man, there's no handbook to tell you what to do right, what to do wrong. And sometimes, you know, like you even said, and it was either a post or a video, you know, you lose your temper sometimes, and they see a different side of you and things like that. And it's just part of being me. And I got to check myself a lot. Because old behaviors that I learned, you know, the kids ain't going to change unless I change. And having to check myself in order to do that and not push things in my life onto them, man, it's been a struggle sometimes, you know, it really has. But the payout is worth it, just so that they can have more, you know, than I ever did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's one of my biggest struggles. Like today, I was beating myself up over my parenting, right? And my brother was like, "Damn, bro, sometimes you're too hard on yourself." You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
Everybody but me could see that I'm doing as well as I know how. You know what I mean? And then on the other side of that coin, as long as you feel like there's room to grow or that you could do better, I guess that will drive you to do better. It keeps you moving forward instead of becoming complacent and just saying, okay, well, I'm doing the best I could do, so that's all I'm going to do. You know what I mean? So
right.
But raising kids is hard, man. And you, nothing in life could prepare you for it, because I think, and I thought that it was just like, you have kids, you know what I mean? It's easy. You know what I mean? The hard part about it is just getting the lady pregnant and the kid being born. And then it's just like, everything's easy. But man, I'm telling you what, man, it's like you go to work and work to provide for you and your family. And then you come home and you do your other job, because it's even a harder job than going to work, man. I know that.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty different, you know. I thought I would never make it out of my 20s, let alone now. And I'm pushing a lot of years. So but you know, just me back then, I always think about it with my girls. It's like, would I want my girls to date someone like me? Back then, hell no. Now, kind of like you, I'm pretty hard on myself. You know, people can compliment me, and it's like, well, that's cool, but you know what? I can still do it better. And I got to take a moment just to appreciate that, let that in, and then just keep moving. You know,
yeah.
It's there's no handbook, you know, nothing like that. But I don't know. You know, and kids nowadays, it's easy to make a kid. It's easy as hell, you know. And then when it comes to life, I think the way I talked about it in a couple of interviews, the way I was brought up, there was a lot of nothing was really productive, you know, and it wasn't they didn't intend that way, but the surroundings and all that. If you did well or something, you know, you were kind of looked down upon. You know, if you had a good job and all that, you know, it's like, what are you doing? You know, you forgot who you were, where you came from, all that. It was never, hey, you know what? You got extra money. Let's invest. Let's do this. It was always, in fact, I had this conversation the other night. I was talking to a guy, and he was telling me, he goes, look, we're trained to buy stuff that depreciates, not appreciates. And, you know, we were talking about it, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, because coming up, you want the nice car, you want the nice house, you want all that, but you're still living on the same street, you know? And I never saw anybody in my neighborhood really go on, you know, cruises or vacations, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, you're just kind of programmed a little bit to do non-productive things in general. And then if you do right by yourself and your family, you stand to be looked down upon, because all of a sudden, you know, you're not at whatever, you know what I mean? So it's a weird paradox.
You know what, man? When I was in the feds, a couple of my partners were doing this class called Courage to Change, right? And there was a couple guys that I really respected. And then one of the guys reached out to me and said, Matty, man, we'd appreciate it if you came in here and like did a couple of the classes with us. So I went in there, and the fucking teacher or the counselor that kind of like put the thing together for the inmates, he said, you know what, I want to ask you guys a question. Like, what do you fear? And one of the guys fucking said, I fear success. And the counselor looked at this motherfucker like it was the dumbest thing that you could say. But I'm telling you, but that shit made so much fucking sense to me, because I feel like when you grow up, like hypothetically speaking, you grow up people telling you, listen, man, you're not really going to amount to nothing. You're going to end up in prison. You know what I mean? You're somewhere in your subconscious, man, that shit just starts like holding on, right? Start getting around successful people or doing shit that is going to take you places in life. You start feeling like, hey, I don't belong here, man. And you start doing self-destructive behavior. and doing shit that takes you right back to the fucking shit that you're used to. You know what I mean? And all these thoughts are going through my mind instantly. I was like, man, that shit made so much motherfucking sense to me, man. And it's another thing that will forever stick to me, man, because growing up the way we did, like you said, man, it's like nobody's telling you, oh, you're going to be a motherfucking lawyer. You're going to be,
right.
You know what I mean? You're going to end up in fucking Beverly fucking Hills, or a successful this or a successful that. I mean, you know how you said that you never thought that you'd make it out of your 20s. I never thought I'd be free. It was like my end goal, not goal, but like what I figured was for sure in my future was a fucking forever date. You know what I mean? So that's subconscious, man. And when it comes to our kids, like you were saying, man, there's certain things you got to be careful in saying around them, the way you raise them and everything, because kids latch on to shit even at young ages, man. And they plant the seed, and you don't want seeds like that to fucking blossom into them thinking that they don't belong around successful people. It's crazy, man.
I had to learn that later on in life. You know, like you were saying, it was, I'd walk into places where, man, I didn't feel comfortable. And my wife, she just cruise on in like, yeah, fuck it. And then I'd express that, and then I'd get the response of, you know, why don't you belong here? And I had to check my thinking. It was just that old shit, you know? It's that old, damn, this is new territory. It's uncomfortable. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to look dumb. I don't want to, you know, I don't know what to say. I don't want to stumble. People are watching me. Oh, shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, 1,000 things running through my head. And when it came down to it, it was just me tripping.
Yeah.
You know? And then
once it's training, man. Like I seen somebody posted something about like the hardest prison to get out of is the one that's in your brain. You know what I mean? And that type of like getting yourself out of the negative behavior, looking at yourself a certain way or whatever, that's a fucking task, man. It's like another job too.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is I had heard an interview with Chuck D, and it stuck with me. You know, if ever I start a new endeavor or something like that, he had said in the interview, he goes, nobody starts out being fresh. You know, it don't happen like that. You got to work for it. When you start, you're going to suck, and then you work towards your goal. You're going to stumble, but move forward. And I had a homeboy tell me a long time ago, he goes, man, it ain't how you fall that I watch. It's how you get back up.
I think, man, the hardest part about doing like what we're doing, you know, you're putting yourself out there for the world to judge you and all that type of shit. I'm doing the same thing. And man, bro, it's for me, the hardest part has been like the weird feelings that I've got from people that I expected to be the most encouraging, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like how hard is it to encourage a friend of yours that's going to do something that he probably won't even do himself, but people find it hard to do for some motherfucking reason, and that shit has mentally fucked me up more than I like to admit, because it's like, man, these are the people that I thought would be the foundation that I built my whole little fan base around. You know what I mean? And people are weird, man. We definitely live in a weird time, man.
It's almost like when you get, I don't want to say success, but when you start getting happy, people start hating. They start hating.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's just like a natural. It's almost like a trigger. So, oh, motherfucker, you happy? Oh, let me fix that. You know, let me get you back to where
you belong. Last song you did was all right. I mean, you know, the first song you did was a lot better 3.5 years ago. But yeah, you might want to go back and try to start over. Yeah, motherfuckers are weird, man. It's crazy, man. But we are definitely living in weird times, man. I agree with a lot of the things that you're saying, man.
You can't trust the damn news, you know? It's crazy.
Yeah, the news is going to pick the worst of both sides. You know what I mean? It's like they want to fuel the fire. I don't know, man. I just feel like the media and the powers that be obviously don't want everybody to be on the same fucking side. So they're do every motherfucking thing they can to get the masses to just feel uncomfortable or like at odds with each other. You know, that they like I said, man, imagine if we all came together for the same motherfucking purpose, man. What would they do? And I feel like they know this and they control it and they continuously show shit that creates animosity amongst the people. When it ain't the people that are out here doing all this bullshit, it's them motherfuckers that are doing it. And yet the media sways our attention to forget about what the fuck is going on, and then everybody starts fucking arguing amongst each other when it's the fucking system that keeps doing it over and over and over again, and they just fucking manipulate the fucking masses. Just like I said, it's fucking weird, and it's aggravating to me because I don't understand how motherfuckers could be so fucking naive. It's like, man, for real? What the fuck?
If they wanted us to do better, they'd be teaching the art of war in school, in fucking grade school. You know what I mean? Learn strategies, things like that. You know, when I was a kid, it was always knowledge. Knowledge is going to get you out the ghetto. Knowledge is always going to get you out of your situation. The more you knew, the less they could do to you. You know, the more you can strive to do better. But even that knowledge was limited, you know, because, hey, you know too much, you know, you got to stay where you belong.
Yeah.
You know, that mentality. Now, let's say everybody did unite and there was no problems. Everything was just all cool. It was that utopia. All right. Do you think there would be a place for rap in a world like that?
Nah, but there will never be complete utopia. It's just when I say all coming together, I just mean to prevent shit that's been happening. You know what I mean? So
right.
Nah, because with life there's gonna be pain, man, and people are gonna do ignorant motherfucking shit, and it's just inevitable. But I just don't like how the media manipulates it, man, and it's just like these motherfuckers in positions of power abuse that power, and then they try to make it seem like it's not some piece of fucking shit abusing their authority. You know what I mean? So
right.
But life is never gonna be perfect, man. So that's it. That was a fucking great question right there, man. Most of the best songs in the world were wrote on pain.
Yeah.
You know, heartbreak, and struggles, and yeah. No, without struggles, man, there probably wouldn't be fucking music. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously people are going to write about love, but a lot of times people write about love after their hearts broke. So,
yeah. Shit, Otis Redding, man, I love some of his songs, but damn, I could only listen to like maybe 3 or something before I start I'm feeling bad for this fool, you know? It's like, damn, send him a hug, shit, you know?
I tell you what, I was raised on motherfucking oldies and Motown and all that. My motherfucking dad, my brothers and us, we'd be down there in that fucking gym listening to goddamn Barry White, Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of motivational music you motherfuckers here listening to?
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was a dope question, man. But yeah, I mean, I think that life is going to be full of struggles, man. And maybe I feel like they try to manipulate us, man, and it fucking irks me, man. So.
You know, I love seeing success stories because it proves everything that I had learned previously wrong. I love seeing like guys like you, other guys I know, females, everything, come from a place where it was once thought impossible, and then now you're on the other side of that, and you can look back and say, "Damn, I got this choice. Do I want that, or do I want this?" And every day waking up, you know.
Not everybody's like that though, bro. I feel like a lot of people, and this may sound weird, I feel like I let a lot of people down by coming out and doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Not falling back into the bullshit, all that type of shit. And how often in interviews do you hear people talking about like how good of a fucking father you are, or you know how good your rap career is going or whatever? These motherfuckers want to say, you know, let's talk about prison. Let's talk about all the crime you committed. You know what I mean? It's like, one of these days I'm going to tell somebody, you know, silently you wish that this interview was like fucking with me behind a fucking glass.
On the phone.
On a fucking prison phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you talking about what got me to this life sentence that I'm sitting in prison on now and all this. It's fucking weird, man. I know I felt the disappointment. Like, man, motherfuckers wanted me to come out and just pick up right where I left off. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm sorry to disappoint.
No, shoot it. If you was doing that, then we wouldn't have the music. We wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? And your kids, most importantly, wouldn't have a dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Life evolves, and either you roll with it or you don't. And I know sometimes, when you think it's impossible, it's not. But when you're stuck in that, it's hard to get out of it sometimes. It's that glue, and it keeps you there. But when you got examples of it, and you know these people are straight solid, and then they went from there to here, you know there's another option. Whether you know how to get it or not, you know who to go to talk to. You know what I mean? There's a good path to follow. So.
Hell yeah. I had a friend of mine reach out to me, man, when I first started making the music, and he said something along those lines, man. He was like, I honestly feel like what you're doing is making it to where people that come home from prison don't look down on themselves. You know what I mean? It's like they're going to start saying, okay, yeah, I did this, but that doesn't define who I am, man. And where I could go from here is completely up to me, man. He wrote a big, long comment to me, man. And I thought it was like one of the most heartfelt comments I had got since I started trying to do this music shit. So there are people like you that really, that it does something for somebody when somebody comes from the struggle, that gets out of prison after 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is they do, and just completely changes and does something different. Because, I mean, the easy thing is going right back to crime, man. That's what a lot of people, like I've told people, doing time is easy. Obviously, you're away from your loved ones and women, or for the women, the men, but you don't have bills. You don't have fucking responsibilities. Man, you got to get up and get counted. If you got a fucking little job, you go to your little job, but you're not worried about bills or unpredictability. You're not going to get fucking laid off, because every motherfucking day you got to cook for the fucking compound. You know what I mean? It's like, you might get fired, but your ass is going to have another motherfucking job. So the economy could crash, motherfucker, and you're still going to be getting paid your little motherfucking 90 cents an hour, 96 cents an hour, whatever the fuck it is you're making, 46, 19 cents. So, but I mean, and I feel like a lot of people that end up going to prison just come out here, going back to prison, come out here and realize that the real life is tough, man. Getting up, going to work every day for a job that could potentially lay you off the very motherfucking next day. And, you know, you get an apartment, and if you get laid off, you lose your apartment, then where are you and your kids going to go? And all this shit, for people like me, just is constantly on my mind. So it's a rough motherfucking gig, man.
It's a whole different struggle. Different struggle, you know, and then trying to stay ahead You don't know what's coming at you. You really don't.
No,
I mean,
no.
take this year. Shit, from January on. Who could have called it?
2020 has been a motherfucker.
Damn, toilet paper fucking shortage. You know what I mean? Who the fuck would have thought that?
Oh, man, you know what I just posted? Because I went to Costco today, and for the very first time since all this shit happened, there was more toilet paper than you could possibly motherfucking need ever, right? So I was sitting there, I was like, what the fuck? All the bars opened last night, and now all of a sudden there's toilet paper. So I put on the motherfucking thing. I said, what the fuck was you motherfuckers doing? Drinking toilet paper? I don't get it. Either that or they was all shitting at the motherfucking bars. Like, hey, let's go to the bar and use the bathroom, motherfucker. Wow.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy going to the stores and seeing that. And then now you look at the toilet paper, it's a little bit more narrow and a little bit more expensive. Like, man, everything changed a whole lot. I felt bad. I felt bad for the people living paycheck to paycheck. That I felt bad for because, man, I know I was stressing myself. I was thinking, shit, if the aisles are empty, how am I going to get food for the family? And then I started thinking, well, what am I willing to do to get food for my family?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're going to get fed. It's just got to come up with a plan. That's all.
Yeah.
But, man, all them stores, it reminded me of the Cold War. And they had pictures of the Soviet Union and all them countries where they had like one bag of rice for 50 people. And everybody's in line, and then that's it. And it's over. I never thought I'd see something like that in America.
Yeah. It's fucking weird, man. I still don't understand the fucking toilet paper thing, but
I don't get it.
it's like, hey, 100 years from now, somebody's fucking watching this and something crazy's about to happen. Listen, don't worry about all the canned goods and all that type of shit that you're really going to need because everybody else is going to be going after the toilet paper. So you'll be fine. Just go get your canned goods and all this type of shit because everybody else is going to be running for the wrong fucking thing.
Man, yeah. And that and the bottled water, like tap water fucking just expired one day or something like that. Yeah.
I told somebody the other day, I was like, man, what you don't realize is how well these waters that coming out of your tap are treated. There's so many regulations and guidelines that these people have to go through before that water could get put back into your system. So you're sweating the wrong damn thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that there's such situations where they say that the water is just fucking unreal. I think Michigan or Detroit or somewhere out there has got a serious water issue or something.
Out there in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah. So fuck. I could see why people are worried. Goddamn. Here I am thinking that one thing, but the world we're living in, man. You can't be sure of anything, I guess.
It is what it is, but I don't know what to make heads or tails of it. Just trying to survive it, move forward, and get ahead of it, and stay that way. Yeah. I don't even know what to make of it. It was just crazy. And then everybody wearing the mask and the gloves, and then they touch this, and then they touch everything else. And if this thing was like they said it was, everybody would have had it by now. But
I lightweight felt bad for my kid today. This little 5-year-old dude is walking through the damn Costco with his little freaking mask on. Oh, nice mask. I'm like, really, motherfucker? Nice fucking mask? We're sitting here having to wear these piece of shit things around our damn face, which makes me touch my face more than I've ever touched my face in my life.
Yeah.
I'm pulling this fucking thing up. It makes my nose itch. I'm all centered right here. So anything that I touch after I touch this damn cart, I'm touching my face to pull this thing up. It's wild, man.
It don't make sense. Somebody's making money off it. That's all I know. Somebody's making money.
Oh, yeah. That's how it all is.
What's one of the craziest things that you saw this year? I mean, from start to now. I mean, one of the just something that sticks out in your head that just you couldn't believe.
Well, I mean, God, bro, it would have to be that motherfucking 10-minute motherfucking video, man. That motherfucking cop. That's I heard somebody say the other day, he goes, man, that's something you can't unsee. This motherfucking and you know what is crazy, bro, is I did not realize that man's mom wasn't alive, right? When he was screaming out for his mom right. is passed or something.
Yeah.
And when I came home, a friend of mine, because I had said something about my parents or something, and the friend of mine reached out and she told me, she goes, listen, Maddie, I worked in hospice for a long time. And she goes, and like the strangest thing for me that happened, and it happened consistently, was when people were getting close to them final moments, final days, final hours, they would always reach out or be talking to people that had already passed. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. It like I said, that's 2020 is probably going to be, for most of us, remembered by that moment, man. It's like fucking, it's been a crazy 6 months, man. But that blew me away. Like I said, I didn't realize that this fool, because like at the time, I'm like, man, this dude is fucking crying. He's yelling for his fucking mom, man. And like, how crazy is that? And then, and then to just figure out, I think it was yesterday that his mom was passed, man. It's shit. I don't know, man. This has been a fucking crazy ass fucking year, man. And I mean, I've been through a lot in my motherfucking life, bro. And I mean, I don't know. This year has definitely been different.
But like you said, all of a sudden everybody's in the same house. And I talked about it on other shows. It's like, hey, get to know the people with your last name, you know? You know, these are strangers. Everybody put down your phone and all.
Oh my God. I was just going to say, you walk into a house, it's like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, hey, let's make it a blockbuster night. Fucking bust out the popcorn. You know, let's all just chill.
Oh, I'm bad with that shit, man. I'll be like, you know what? I'm making a decision. We're going to watch a fucking show. Me and the kids, we're going to watch a fucking show. And then 7 minutes into it, one's going this way, the other one's going this way. I try to reel them back in. They start fighting with each other. Yeah. And then by 23 minutes into that motherfucker, I'm on my phone. They're fucking fighting, wrestling. I don't even remember what the fuck's on the show no more. And
right.
I swear, man, when we were kids, didn't we watch movies or am I fucking nuts?
You know, I know on Saturdays it was cartoons. And late at night, if they had a special on TV, on the old TV guide, you know, you'd look it up. And you went to the movies, you know, when shit. I remember when Star Wars came out. Holy shit. Man, life changed. All right. All of a sudden you went into a movie theater, you came out a new person, like, holy fuck. You know? And then you had to get the lunch pail, the fucking bed sheet, anything fucking Star Wars. And now we got Tiger King. Did you see that shit?
You know what, man? Hey, I tried to watch it, bro, but that shit was just like, I feel like it was too crazy for me, man. I'm like, what in the fuck am I actually watching here, man?
Yeah. That's where this world is coming to. The Tiger King, you know, that fit in perfect with COVID, and yeah.
Yeah, hey, if that wasn't a perfect fucking show to go out,
man, yeah,
that's a great point. That is, Hey, what was 2020 like? Here, let me show you.
Yeah.
Here's the Tiger King.
Watch these 7 episodes. That's fucking the last decade right there. Shit. Yeah. Every episode, man, I'm like, what am I doing? But I had to watch the next one. What am I doing?
I'm telling because everybody started talking about this shit. So I was like, man, God, I gotta give this shit a shot. And then I kind of got burnt out on the dude with the fucked up grill sitting there with no shirt on, like he was fucking some kind of world class bodybuilder. I'm like, what in the fuck? How can anybody watch this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
it was wild. Yeah.
I'll never forget. I've seen some stupid shit in my life, but I mean, this a whole new level. I couldn't even think of this on my worst day. I'll just say it like that. All right. I've had some bad days. I'm just saying. I don't think I could have gone here.
No.
Oh.
Definitely not.
So, in regards to your music and anything coming up, first off, I wanted to ask you, what is your dream venue that if you could play any venue in the world and have a band open up for you, any kind of genre, what would be the place and who would you want to play with? No pressure.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure right there. I don't know, man. That's something that I need to put into I need to put that out there so I could get it in return. That's something that I'm gonna have to think about, man. I like that question, man. That's tough.
Dead or alive? Dead or alive? Anybody? Anywhere? Any place? Anything?
Oh God. Well, if it could be anywhere, I'd have to say some local shit, and it'd be Mac Dre. Of course. God, Mac Dre, Tupac. Come on, man. Some huge venue right here in the Bay Area where we just tore the whole city down, man. That shit would just be Oakland, maybe, I guess, the Oracle.
The Coliseum. I can't call it that. It's the Coliseum.
The Coliseum.
I can't do that. I remember Candlestick, all that, and then they started buying it and putting on these names. Like, no, man. It's the Coliseum. It's Candlestick, and that's just me though.
Yeah, so
I can't do it.
But who? Radiohead, man. Are you familiar with them?
Oh yeah, damn.
That fucking song "Creep."
I remember when yeah. I remember when it came out on MTV, and it was crazy because it started out smooth, and then that guitar riff comes in. And
I love that song.
It cuts you like God.
That's top 5 all time for me, man. It's just like one of those songs. Like, no matter what's going on with my life, I could listen to that song, and that fucking song just does something for me, man. But
yeah,
I could imagine being somewhere where people just loved that fucking song and then loved my music, and just because I feel like there's so much of what I've been through relates to that fucking song, man. And
yeah,
I don't know, that'd be big, man. But that's definitely something that I want to write down in the near future, where it's like somewhere I would love to perform in front of all the local people, man. It's just I love the Bay Area, man. I love Rodale. I love everything about these little areas. But I feel like if you don't have something like that in your mind to where you could put it out there in the universe and think about it, think about how that'll feel with people sitting there fucking singing the lyrics to your song as you're doing it, man. It's like, how's it gonna come into play if you're not thinking about it?
Now, if people want to watch you, you got Blasè Music on YouTube, and you got all your videos out and also your lyric breakdowns. I love that shit. I really do. You get on there and you just talk about it and you feel like you're a part of. It reminds me, I see a lot of bands when they're coming up, and that's when they're small enough and then they're walking right next to you and they shake your hand and all that.
Yeah.
And then you see them evolve, and then all of a sudden you got to buy tickets just to go do a meet and greet, you know? That closeness is kind of the vibe that I get when I watch those videos. It's like you're taking the time to recognize a fan, and here, we're going to share a little moment. We're going to do this, and I'm going to bring you into my world real quick, and we're just going to, have a little sit down. Fuck your politics, man. I love that. I love that. Like I said, man, each song is getting better and better and better. And go to YouTube, people. Check out Blasè Music. Check past, present, everything. You won't be disappointed. And what's that? Your shirt you're wearing?
Oh yeah.
What you got right there?
Rock All-Star. Yeah.
That's it.
I got these on the line. They go check out my social medias. The Instagram is BLASE417. And then the Facebook is the same thing. But I got a lyric breakdown. I did this song, man, called Where the Love Going. It's a new song. I'm waiting for the cover to come in. It's different, but it was one of those songs. It's a song that means a lot to me, man. And I know that I put, like, sometimes my way of explaining things different than a lot of other people's. And I do stuff a lot of time that'll make myself smile instead of the opposite, because maybe that's how I deal with shit. But I'm going to release the song and then I'm going to do a lyric breakdown of it, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in that song that I need to explain about what I was going through when I wrote the song and all that type of stuff. And then fuck your politics. Me and Mac Mace are going to try to do a video for that. The quarantine shit is kind of putting a damper, but we're going to make it happen. I love No Politics, man. It's one of my favorite songs, man. So, but I got a lot going on. I got a lot of music coming up, getting ready to go to a new studio for the first time next week, next Wednesday.
Oh man.
Check it out. This guy's like doing big things. He just, one of the guys from Griselda and Lil Wayne just used one of his beats. So I'm excited, man. But that Where the Love Go, it's like one of them songs that means a lot to me, man. And I look forward to doing the lyric breakdown to it and releasing the song. So
let me ask you real quick, what's your least favorite song that you've done? If you had to perform it live and you'd be like, man, there's other songs. Or do you have one at all?
The song that bothers me the most is my mama song, because I feel like I didn't do my mom justice, man, because my mom is an important person to me. And I felt like, and I know that there's some people that really like that song, but I feel like my mom deserved better, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, I wish I could, and maybe one day I will, but I feel like that song could have been better.
You know what, too? In a way, you doing what you're doing now and progressing is a tribute to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the way you're living. You're doing right. And it's just that in itself, I think, is a tribute that often gets overlooked. And it's like, man, I know what I put them through or whatnot, whatever. But at the same time, they're going to look at you now and be like, yeah, I remember when, and now I see him smile.
Hell yeah.
And as a parent, I know when my kids are authentic, that makes me feel good. When they're authentically smiling, laughing, having a good time, all that, it makes me feel good inside.
Yeah, that's one of them things, man. It's like we get too caught up and down on ourselves that we overlook little things like that, man. And it's good to have people pull you up and remind you of little stuff like that. But
now,
good.
On the flip side, what's your favorite song? What's the one song that you wrote, that you made, that you put out, that's like, you know what? That's the shit. That's what I was trying to do. That's me right there. What song would you call out of your catalog?
Well, I would have to say, God.
The show closer. Which one would it be? No pressure.
Well, God, the show closer for me is probably No Difference, because God, that thing, there's so many emotions behind that, man. But No Apologies. I mean, the show closer is No Difference. I mean, because God, I feel like that thing is just that's one of them ones that I feel almost every motherfucking word in that fucking song, man. So, but Gangster White Boys, man, I feel like I can listen to Gangster White Boys 1,000,000 times in a row, man. And
Gangster Life too.
Gangster Life too. But
man, yeah,
it's like if you're talking about at a show, the thing that I feel like is going to get the most people hyped up is going to be No Difference. But Gangster White Boy, man, a lot of times, man, somebody will say something that irritates the fuck out of me, and then I'll go in there and I'll write about it. And Gangster White Boys and No Difference, man, then we're a couple of them. But No Apologies, I mean, God, I felt like I was proud of that song, man. I wrote that song fast. It was one of the fastest songs I wrote. Like, my brother came over to when I was living at his house, and I played him 2 beats, and I was like, "What do you think about this beat right here?" And he's like, "It's all right." And then I played him the beat that I used for No Apologies, and he goes, "Man, I really like that beat." And then boom, I wrote the whole song. And I felt like I did the heritage. You know what I mean? I feel like I captured a lot of the things that I was proud about, as far as Ireland goes and the history and all that type of stuff. But it's kind of hard to pick. You know what I mean? I put a lot of emotion, and I care about the music more than maybe I should. I don't know, because it's like I want every song to be a part of something that I was going through. You know what I mean? And that's why I enjoy doing the breakdowns, because I want people to know what was going through my mind when I wrote that. And it's just, I don't know, but yeah, No Difference. If I had to end a show with a song, it'd probably be No Difference. But if I had to play one of my songs on repeat all fucking day, it'd probably be Gangster White Boys.
Let's go with Police.
The first thing that comes to my mind?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever
know.
you want to say, I'll put it that way.
I don't like the police. Fuck the police. Until the police start policing their own motherfucking people, I don't have nothing for a motherfucking cop. Fucking, I've had animosity towards police from the very fucking beginning. They're fucking crooked motherfuckers.
You know what's crazy too is a lot of people think right now you got to be one particular race in order to have experienced anything negative with the police. I get that feel from people I talk to, things like that, and in general. And I could be wrong. But when you look at the whole picture, man, it's across the board. It ain't just,
poverty, man.
The
people that are not as rich as other people get treated a little bit different, man. My mom went to the feds, bro, for 5. My mom took a 5-year sentence for a letter that wasn't answered. My My mom, she got sent to prison for 5 years for a letter that was never responded to.
Wow.
So the cops are, if they got they got it out for somebody, man, they're just pieces of trash, man. And like I said, it's hard to not categorize all fucking police into one category because they tolerate and let other cops get away with shit that they know ain't right.
Right. That, you know what, that it's crazy because if they want you, there's going to be evidence. And it's like sometimes it's just somebody wants you. And it's like, you know,
they don't need evidence.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
I've watched it repeatedly. These motherfuckers got a little hard on for certain people, and they'll just, every person that they arrest, they press them about cooperating on these people. Then they get the right people to fold, and then these trash motherfuckers they won't tell the truth. They'll say whatever these cops want them to say. And these cops are just going to have them paint the picture exactly how they want it in order to harm this person the most.
Right.
I mean, bro, I've seen cases, man, that were built around one person's snitching, right? And then when it comes time for this fool's trial, they don't even use this person because this person's a fucking lying piece of shit, and they know that he keeps getting them exposed for being crooked motherfuckers because he can't even lie correctly. Yeah, I could go on and on about the fucking police force. I'm bitter.
Let's change it up a little. Gratitude.
Oh,
that's a big jump right there.
Oh, my kids. I have a lot of gratitude. And my brother, you know what I mean? I feel in my family, man. You know, something that I don't talk about enough is when I came home, I called my sister one time, and I got a job, and I had to be in American Canyon from Oakland for 5 days straight. Damn. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't have a license. I had no transportation whatsoever. So I called my sister and I said, Tammy, I need you to take a week off so you could give me a ride back and forth to this fucking thing. And she said, I can't do that. I have a job. And I told her, I said, well, fuck, man, I got to get to this fucking place or I'm not going to have a job. And she says, you're going to figure it out. And it was the best thing that anybody could have ever done to me, man, because I realized that, motherfucker, if you want something bad enough, you're going to figure out how to fucking get it. And you can't depend upon other people to do it for you.
Right.
So, and then like gratitude, my brother told me when I first started making the music, he said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to make music. He said, well, I don't think you want it bad enough. And then I started going. And then my kids, man, I feel blessed for my kids, man. Gratitude for them fuckers keeping me grounded.
What about home? The word home.
Fuck, it's going to be weird to say it, but 417 Garrettson, man. It's where I was raised. It's where my story started. And even though I haven't been there for a very, very long time, man, when I think about home, that's still where I think of.
Right on. Hey, I appreciate this interview, and I had a great time, man.
Likewise.
It was great talking to you. Everybody go out, get on YouTube, Blasè Music, hit subscribe, hit that little bell. Also, Toilet Talk. While you're there, hit that little bell, that subscribe. Do it. Man, I can't say enough. It truly has been a pleasure. And like I said, and I meant it, it's cool to see people come from a place that the word impossible had strong meaning. To evolve into who they are today it's examples that I think we need more of. We truly do. And it's solid examples. It's not just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I commend you for that, and just keep up the good work. Do you got anything coming up? You said the studio, but do you got when COVID cuts out, you gonna do a big concert? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, August 7th, I think we're shooting for a COVID permitting. It's gonna be at the Ivy in Albany. I'm ready to tear down the house out there, man. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna party. We're gonna have fun. COVID permitting.
That's it. Yeah, the COVID tour. That's it.
Yes, the COVID tour. The COVID's over tour.
Well, hey, thanks again. And everybody listening, all the information will be in the description. Contact everything. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Peace.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, man.